Well, hi everybody, and good Tuesday morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski. Fairly quiet conditions this morning after some storms last night. Those have pushed to our east now in Iowa. There is a frontal boundary that's going to be stalling out somewhere here in southern Nebraska late today, and that will be a focal point for more storms to fire up later on this afternoon. Now, this is one forecast model. Other forecast models are also kind of similar and kind of focusing on that area near that frontal boundary. Now, where that is, that's the big question mark. In fact, as this new model has come out here, maybe I need to move that cold front down just a little bit, maybe closer to the Nebraska-Kansas border. But wherever it ends up being, there's going to be a chance of some severe weather later on today, towards the mid to late afternoon hours and into this evening near southern Nebraska, northern Kansas, especially in the central and eastern parts of those states. But as you look down the road here, we also may see some storms fire up out towards the west and try to push eastward later on in the nighttime hours here. So western parts of our viewing area may also get on the act of some severe weather here. And that's as far out as this short-term forecast model goes here, so that's all the farther I'm going to go out. But we may see some more storms as we get towards tomorrow morning in eastern Nebraska. Let's jump ahead now to our risk of severe weather. This is from the Storm Prediction Center, and this is, now it's 7 o'clock in the morning, or just after 7 o'clock. A new update will be coming out from the Storm Prediction Center around 8 o'clock this morning. So if there are any big changes to this, I'll be sure to post those on Facebook and Twitter. But as of right now, there is an enhanced risk out from the Storm Prediction Center for south central Nebraska, southern southeast Nebraska, and then north central and northeastern Kansas, near and east of Highway 281, the southern tier counties, including Superior, Red Cloud, Hebron, Beatrice, Fairbury, over towards Auburn, those locations down towards Smith Center, Mankato, Belleville, Kansas, east to Marysville, down towards Concordia. Those areas under enhanced risk of severe weather have the highest threat of severe weather, but there's a slight risk as far north as about Highway 6 from Lincoln to Minden southward, and then a marginal threat for those green shaded counties to the north and especially out towards the west for some severe weather. What kind of severe weather are we talking about? And this is especially focused to the southeast. Very large hail is your biggest threat. That's why the enhanced risk is out, is for very large hail. We may see some significant hail with some of these storms, maybe up to a baseball size, possibly larger, not out of the question. But also some damaging wind gusts, over 60 miles per hour, not out of the question. Maybe even a couple of isolated tornadoes, especially early on with these storms here. So that can't be completely ruled out either. So we'll watch for all modes of severe weather later today. Now tomorrow, late in the day and into tomorrow evening, there may be some more storms that move through the area. So this is just an enhanced risk of severe weather, but we might see some more severe weather late in the day tomorrow and into tomorrow night. Well, now let's look ahead to temperatures for today, as temperatures will top out in the 80s, lower 80s up north to upper 80s to near 90 or so across the south. So maybe a touch warmer than what we saw yesterday, but no extreme heat yet. This is a little closer to our average high in the Tri-Cities area. Tonight falling back into the low and mid 60s for overnight lows of some 50s out towards the west, so kind of inching those lows up just a little bit. And then tomorrow's temperatures just inching the highs up a little bit. We're also going to notice a little bit more of a southerly breeze tomorrow at 10 to 20 miles per hour, and that's going to increase our humidity. So we're going to start to feel that stickier air starting tomorrow. Upper 80s, lower 90s, and maybe some mid 90s towards southwest Nebraska, and even a little bit warmer yet for your Thursday, low and mid 90s for most locations for your day on Thursday. That heat's going to build in for the end of the week. Those final few days of June are going to be the hottest days of the forecast, just beyond this 3-day forecast here. So you see the next 3 days, again this afternoon and this evening, chance of thunderstorms, some severe weather. Later in the night, lower chance. And then tomorrow night, another chance of rain and some thunderstorms. Again, those breezy winds starting Wednesday, they will stick with us again Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All days have southerly winds of about 10 to 20 miles per hour. That's going to keep those higher dew points in place. So we're going to feel the humidity. That means dew points well into the 60s, maybe even into the lower 70s. That's pretty sticky air. Along with that, the high temperatures pushing into the 90s means it's going to feel pretty uncomfortable out there. Again, Friday and Saturday and Sunday, those are the 3 days that will be the most uncomfortable days out there as we're pushing well into the 90s. And in fact, we could be closer to triple digits in southwest portions of Nebraska, where the humidity won't be quite as high in those locations, but we would be close to 100 down towards the McCook area. A little bit of a cool down on Monday, back closer to 90 degrees. Slight chance of rain and thunderstorms will return to the forecast late Sunday night and into Monday. As we look at the long range, some models are hinting that we may cool down just a little bit more towards those first few days of July there, including the 4th of July. So maybe more 80s upper 80s for the high temperature around the 4th of July. But that's a long ways out. Yeah, that may change, but it does look like there are hints of at least slightly cooler readings, not quite so hot as we move down the road just a little bit. But certainly going to have to get used to more above average readings on the way as we move down the road. So there you go. There's your forecast as we wrap up the month of June and look towards early July. Until next time, your Wednesday morning, I'll have all the latest. Otherwise, like I said, stay tuned on Facebook and on Twitter, and also our Local 4 Weather app for all the latest on any changes to the forecast when it comes to that severe weather threat later on today and into this evening. Otherwise, I'll see you all again tomorrow morning, your Wednesday morning. So until then, take care. God bless. Bye.